You guys request these videos all the time. It's a restaurant kit filling ideas. I'm gonna show you what I'm putting into mine this time. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet, and it's time to refill these restaurant kits. And I call them restaurant kits because they are where I dominantly use them. We like to go out to eat, and while we're there, we have this box filled with activities that we can pull out and do while we wait for our food, or do as a family too. You don't have to use them at the restaurant. You can use them at the doctor's office, in the car, or whenever you have a rainy day. It doesn't matter. And you don't have to use these boxes either. I like these boxes. I get them at Dice of Japan. They're $1.50, but you can get them on Amazon. They do cost a little bit more, or you can use anything that you have around the house. I like these because they have a handle, they snap closed, they're a hard case, I can use them to write on, and they're the perfect size for us. But like I said, don't go rushing out. Use what you have at home and it'll work just the same. If you like these videos, make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of them. I like to show you guys some ideas and inspiration so that you can learn through play with your kids. And I like to show you all of the ideas that I have and show you where I source a lot of these things that we use for those activities. So click subscribe and you won't miss out. I also have to announce a giveaway winner. We were giving away some domino kits, or these card clip kits. They were from Atwood Toys, and you had your choice of the dominoes kits or the card clip kits. So if you see your name here, congratulations, you have won. We have 3 winners for this one. Make sure to respond within 72 hours to claim your prize. I'm super excited and congratulations. Don't worry if you missed out on that one. I'm constantly having giveaways on this channel, so be sure to keep watching because I do have some planned. All right, I'm gonna show you what I'm putting in this time. So usually on these videos, I go through and I show you everything that worked in the kit from the last month and then add in the new things. Well, here's the thing. I've actually been taking things out and putting things out, taking them out and putting them in between these videos. I apologize for that. So not everything is in here from the last video I did, but I do have some things that I'll mention, some highlights. This last time I put in the fingerprint drawing book, and this actually was a big hit. And I was hesitant because it takes up so much space because it's kind of a thick book for this, and then also you need the stamp pad to go along with it. But it was well worth it because there are lots of doodles made with this. So basically, if you don't know what this is, I guess I'll show you. It's this book full of ideas to make little pictures step by step with your thumbprints or your fingerprints, and it shows you how to do it each step to make those creatures. And so I had a little blank book in here, and she went along and did it, and you can see, I mean, this was lots and lots of fun. She really liked this, and I'm almost hesitant to take it out, but that doesn't mean it can't come back in, and she had some fun with that. This was definitely a hit, and I'm actually probably gonna look into some more of these books. I put this in my Amazon store because we love it so much, and I highly recommend it. And you can use any ink pad. I just brought the big one. I probably could have used the smaller one to save some space, but this one came from Lakeshore Learning, and I like all the colors, and has a little sponge to wipe off, and it was not messy either. So big hit on the fingerprint kit. Another big hit were these dollar magnetic boards. They're super small, but they're from Etch-a-Sketch, and so they're pretty good quality for $1. These were always a hit, and this is actually like a second or third time I've put them in a restaurant kit, so do recommend those. And then we always have markers and some colored pencils, although she hasn't been using the pencils lately. She's been using the markers and a pen this time. And then she did have this book. This was from, where did I get this? I got this from Lakeshore Learning a while back in its first grade activity. So a lot of this stuff she knows because she's at the end of first grade. So it was just a really great review. And oh my gosh, she's almost done with it. Did she finish it? Oh, we're almost to the end. So I'm gonna leave this in here. This is just a really great book if you're ever at Lakeshore Learning and want to pick this up because the activities vary. They're different every single page, and the skill sets that they're working on are very age appropriate. So I really like this book, and the price was pretty affordable. These are, how much are these? I want to say they were just a couple dollars. I actually might have gotten it at $5 below. I'm not sure now. Somebody knows because they remember it from a past video. You'll have to tell me. But we definitely like this. And because we like this, we're probably going to keep it in here. And I wanted to mention too, these phonics flashcards I put in this kit before as well, and it was a big hit. It's a little bit more involved. These came from the Target dollar spot, but the reason why it was more involved is because I did some work. So what we did, we made a game out of it, and we would set this out and we would go around the table, and you'd have to think as many words as you could that started with the CH sound or the FL sound, SP sound, and we run around the table talking about that. And that was really great. And on the back of the card, it gives you some ideas, but the hints are actually on the flashcards. So you can get some really good ideas, but we'd keep going around in a circle until we couldn't think of more. So that was an excellent game and a very fun way to use flashcards if you want some ideas. And these come back to the Target every now and then, so you can be on the lookout for those. You can do the same thing with flashcards that have just the beginning sounds, or you could do ending sounds. Big hit. She actually asked for this to come back into the kit, but I'm gonna actually just put this to do around the house. So I'm gonna keep this workbook in here. I'm also gonna give her another blank book. This one is a unicorn themed one. They come from Target dollar section. Every now and then they'll have a package of 6 or 8 blank books for about $3. They are well worth it, so if you see those, you might wanna get one. We use them all the time. And then I wanted to deconstruct something from here. So this whole set came from Lakeshore Learning. You guys ask me all the time. I got it just as a standalone at the clearance store. I think that it comes in a larger set. I'm pretty sure it's still available at Lakeshore Learning. But I'm not gonna put this whole kit in here. I wanted just to show you guys, if you have larger sets of things, look for ways to like break it apart to put it into your restaurant kit, especially if you're doing like learning kind of things. So this whole thing is about phonics. We have all different packets here that are compartmentalized, and so I could take one of these packets out and put it into her restaurant kit and just work on that and not have to bring everything. So I think since we were doing, let's see, what should we do? I think she's done this whole kit, so be a review. Let's continue on with the beginning blends and digraphs one, and then we can do other ones as well. This is just gonna be review for her. She's pretty good at this stuff. This is from my 7-year-old, just to show you what's inside here. Are little packets, and then there's cards that you match up. So it would look like this, and you have to find the right card to go on top of it for each card. And a little tip too, I always mention only take one thing out of a restaurant kit at a time, but what's also great about these cases is that you could use them for your work. So everything stays here, so you're not all on the table. So if she was doing this on the table, she could use this side of her box and put the pieces, you know, here, maybe hold the cards and then just work them one at a time this way and stack them on top. That's not the right answer, I know. Stack them right one on top of each other like that. But yes, definitely do one activity at a time so you don't get too crazy at the table, and it's really easy to clean up. Okay, so this goes all back in here. So look for things that you can split up and do a little bit at a time, because you can see that fits right here much better than the whole box. This invisible ink kit came from our Easter baskets. They are from Lee Publications, and I got it at Hobby Lobby, but you can get them at many different places. They've actually started it because it was in their Easter basket and they couldn't wait, and it had a invisible ink pen, and so they would just go and you mark it and it reveals the answer. So there's lots of activities still left in here because they didn't get all out, but here you can see a couple that they did, like tic-tac-toe. And I like the size of it, so we'll put this in here so she can finish that up. And then I wanted to put in this oldie but goodie. This has been, the edition one has been in my restaurant kits before. This comes from the Target dollar section. I haven't seen them in a while, so keep your eyes peeled, but you could also do regular flashcards or you can make your own, and they're dry erase math problems. These are the subtraction ones, and so she really is working on these in school because they're doing fast math, and so they're timed tests, and so she wants to advance in that. So I thought I'd throw that in there so she could practice her fast math. And it does come with a dry erase marker and a little pouch, which is really cute. So these do come back to the Target dollar section every now and then, so just keep your eyes peeled because this is well worth it. It was only $1 and it's just amazing. They also came in addition and multiplication and division, I think. I have a busy bag here filled with story cubes. I've showed these before. I haven't used story cubes, I don't think, in my restaurant kits, but I've used story cards, and they're story starters. But what I like is I have a little pouch here, and I can put a couple of them inside the pouch, and they'll stay nice and flat inside my kit. So basically what story cubes are, they're just pictures on every side of the cube, and you kind of roll them. You can do this so many different ways. You can roll one at a time, you can roll all of them and create stories from it. You can, each person in a circle, roll one and get what they want. And so I'm gonna put a couple of these inside here. I have some larger ones that came in a Chick-fil-A set, which is much bigger, but I'm gonna use the smaller ones to save on space. I'm not gonna use the rest, and I'm gonna have them in here. So my plan of action, sorry about that, my plan of action is to have them pick one out of the bag itself and then to use their case to roll it so it doesn't go all over the table, and then to generate a story based upon the picture that is shown. And what's great is it's so small, so compact, and you're gonna get some really great ideas and stories from this too. And I think I'm gonna add back in her colored pencils and her pencil sharpener because she's always using those, and then these markers as well. And of course the true test is whether or not it closes, because if it doesn't fit in here, it doesn't go with us. So we have to make sure that it actually closes, and it does. So this restaurant kit for my 7-year-old is ready to go. Moving on to my, so what is she, 5 years old? She's almost 6, we're getting there. My 5-year-old, I'm gonna show you what we had in here. She had this drawing book, this Draw With Me book, but she just had no interest in doing it, which was funny because she really liked the one her sister had, the fingerprint one. She loved this, so I should have had them both do that, but of course I want to do something different. But this book is great. We have used it before in the past and we do like it. It just wasn't even used this time around, so we'll just put this away and bring it out later maybe. She did love these Stickertivity books. Oh my goodness, I think I had to replace it like 3 times. She would do this in one sitting. So these are from the Dollar Tree, and inside they have a sheet of stickers with a whole bunch of scenes, and you just place the stickers on the scenes. This one was a very straightforward one. $1 each, guys. I mean, that was a deal. So she's just gonna finish up this one because it's not done yet, but she loved all of the ones I put in. And she also liked this book, which was an activity book that I added in last minute from Dollar Tree as well. Each one of my girls, I think, had one of these, and I think one girl actually finished it, but just filled with activities to do. And then we have we have drawing sheets from other restaurants that we went to, and she likes to collect crayons apparently. So we have a ton of crayons that we've collected from some restaurants we've been to, and then share markers. She also had a drawing board, which she loved, and then she had a blank book that she drew in several times, and see, she even drew a little fingerprint picture. Oh, and then these she liked a lot. They were word family spinners, and I showed these a long time ago in a video, and they just go for each word family. She loved this, which was perfect for her level. So she's kind of into the word families, and there's all kinds of different ones, and she really did like that. She was constantly looking at them. And because these 2 workbooks, oh look, there's more crayons. I told you there's so many. These 2 workbooks were a hit, and she's still working on them. I'm gonna keep them. I'm also gonna add in a new blank book, and then she will get the little yes and no invisible ink book too. For her, I wanted to put in Canoodle Jr. If you guys haven't seen this, this is a really great game from Educational Insights, and it's a travel edition. Took off the packaging, and to show you, just opens up like this, and then inside, these are all the game pieces, and then inside here are the cards, or actually the game puzzles. The game booklet has all of the activities that you're gonna do for this particular game, plus the instructions, of course. And so you would basically set up your game pieces right inside this unit, and then to see they're all different shapes and sizes. I actually demoed this a while back in a different video. They're all different shapes and sizes, and you have to configure it to fit it all appropriately according to the puzzle. It's more of a critical thinking and challenge game, and I like that it's small and compact and it actually fits inside these cases, which is amazing. This is also a great standalone game, so if you don't want to take all of the stuff, just taking this alone, it'd be perfect, and you can spend a lot of time on this one. Let's just double check to make sure. Yep, it fits. Love it. And here is another oldie but goodie that I've had a long time. I think this is in one of my phonics videos. I don't think I've shown you guys this in a while. There's a whole bunch of cards in here and clothespins. It's a clothespins phonics game, and basically we are looking for, this one's like the N sound, it's peach, and so you'd clip on the CH and go on through the whole set of cards. Now I have enough clothespins here to do a whole bunch, but I was thinking, first of all, I gotta see if this fits. If I do it that way, it does fit. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead, you guys, instead of using the clothespins, is I'm going to use a dry erase marker because these cards are laminated. So I'm gonna take out all the clothespins and replace it. Might just leave one in there. Leave one clothespin in case she wants to use some fine motor. And then I'm gonna put in a dry erase pen so she can do it that way. This case is probably much bigger than I actually need, but that's okay. And these were a printable that I got offline. I'll have to, if you're interested, comment, and I'll try and go back and find where I actually got it so that you can go and get it too. But it's in a much older video. And so let's put that over here. And then of course we need to add in her markers and some of her crayons because she loves to draw. And they fit in perfectly right there. All right, let's check it out, you guys. Does it fit? Does it fit? There we go. And there we go. Perfect. I'm loving it. I also wanted to share with you this game that Gamewright sent me to take a look at and review. I think it's really, really good. So it would be perfect size for a restaurant kit. You can actually take it out of this box and make it even smaller. But let me show you it real quick because I think some of you might really, really like it. It's a great tool to teach about probability and then also visual planning, lots of critical thinking skills. So inside the box, you get all of your score sheets. It's a big pad of score sheets on front and back so you can play the game. You get 6 of these beautiful colored die, and then you get the instruction booklet too. The little game case is super cute. Love that. So each player gets to have their own little score sheet, and on this score sheet there's different flowers on here, and you can even see that each sheet is printed differently. So see, this sheet is different, like there's 3 orange flowers up here and then 2 blue and 1, so they each have a different probability and different chances, which is pretty cool for a different gameplay. It's recommended for ages 8 and up. It takes about 20 minutes to play a game, and it says it's for 2 to 5 players. But you know what? It also has a little option in the instruction sheets that you can play by yourself. This is how the game works real briefly, and these are now your flowers. I'm just going to move them here all to the center. The first player gets to pick which color they want to start off with, and at the beginning of the game there's not a lot of strategy until you get kind of towards the end. Let's say I wanted to pick, or I looked at my score sheet. This is my score sheet, and I looked and said, you know what? I have a cluster of 3 purple flowers here. So I'm going to take the purple one, the 3, and at that point you're able to circle those purple ones. You can go across or up and down. Can't go diagonally. And then the next player will take one and do the same. The next person will take one and do the same until the round is complete and all the dice are gone. This clear one right here can be any color, so maybe you need another one. You could take that one and fill in whatever you wanted to on the one. So what you're doing is you're making bouquets, and so I will have done that with the purple. Everybody else has done theirs, and then you roll again and you keep on doing the process. Now once you've filled up all of the colors on your sheet, say I got all of the purple ones, then I can go over here on this side and say bouquet, because I've made a full bouquet, and I get that first number, which is a 6. So I'm able to circle that, and that's mine. Everyone else has to cross off theirs, and then the next person to get all of their purple bouquet will get the next number, which is 4 points, and you continue that process for every single color. There's also some downfalls. For instance, maybe you circle too many, or maybe you circle the wrong color, then you would have to deduct points on here on this little section. There's a smiley face, you have to deduct, actually it's an unhappy face, you have to deduct points because you made a mistake. And then right here are some numbers, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's if you complete a whole section. So on here there's a grid of boxes. If you complete a whole section, which is considered a garden bed, you can score additional points there. Of course, the first person gets 3, and then if you do more, you get even higher points. So then at the end, there's a person who's gotten all of the bouquets, meaning a circle in each one of these bouquet marks, or if you've done a whole sheet, your whole bed is filled up, then the game ends and then you add up your points. I love the idea of how it works. Can work against you, can work with you, depending on how you do it, and it's a really great travel game. I was actually going to pack this up and see if it fits inside of my little restaurant kit. I know it'll fit if I just keep the little baggie here and the scorecards, but I actually want to see if the box fit too, because this would be a really fun game to play. And it does fit in there if you wanted to put the whole box. But I think I would take out the box and just put in these themselves with some score sheets. So just another option and an excellent game. I love this. It's from Gamewright. I'm going to put this in my Restaurant Busy Kit Amazon store section. So if you wanted to see what it's all about, you can check it out there. I love hearing your opinions. So if you guys have some really, really, really great ideas that you think I should include in these restaurant kits, you have to let me know. Put it down below in the comments. Others are going to read it too and get inspired. That's what I love about you guys, is that you always have some really, really good ideas, usually stuff that I have never thought about. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.